Isang mapayapang hapon Pilipinas. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH at nanonood sa RH-TV, lalo na sa mga kasamahan nating alagad ng siling at kultura sa buong bansa. Noong nakaraang buwan, ginanap ang 45th Annual Writers Congress ng Union ng Mga Manunulat sa Pilipinas o UMPIL. Ang isa sa pinaka-respetadong samahan ng mga alagad ng panitikan sa ating bansa. At bilang culminating event ng okasyong ito, na siya ring pagtatapos ng National Literature Month, iginawad din ng UMPIL ang kanilang tatlong institutional awards, ang Gawad Francisco Balagtas para sa Lifetime Achievement in the Literary Arts, ang Gawad Paz Marquez Benitez para sa Lifetime Achievement in Literature Education, at ang Gawad Pedro Bucaneg, isang Achievement Award para sa mga Outstanding Literary Organizations. Sa hapong ito, makakasama natin ang isa sa mga tumanggap ng Gawad Balagtas para sa kanyang mga natatanging kontribusyon sa larangan ng panitikang pambata sa wikang Ingles. Kaya't huwag kayong aalis, kalahating oras ng masayang kwentuhan ang naghihintay sa ating lahat, kasama ang Gawad Balagtas Awardee for Children's Literature na si Miss Grace Chong. Magbabalik ang Art to Art pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Isinilang nung ika-20 ng Hulyo 1945, si Grace Dakanay Chong ay nagtapos ng AB Speech and Drama mula sa University of the Philippines noong 1964 at ng AB Communication Arts mula sa Columbia College sa Estados Unidos noong 1966. Kumuha rin siya ng kurso sa Fine Arts, major in theater mula sa Art Institute of Chicago noong 1969. Bukod sa pagsusulat at pagtuturo, naging Executive Vice President for Creatives at New Business Development Director din siya ng advertising agency na Dentsu, Young and Rubicam hanggang sa magretiro noong taong 2000. Bilang manunulat, si Grace ay nakapaglathala na ng mahigit na 40 children's books at 12 inspirational and non-fiction books for adults. Nakapag-uwi na siya ng 6 na Palangka Awards, kabilang ang 4 na first prize para sa Short Story for Children category. Tinanggap din niya ang grand prize mula sa Asian Children's Book Award sa Singapore noong 2016 at ang Gintong Aklat Award noong 2012. Naging finalist din siya ng Catholic Mass Media Awards at sa National Books Award. Bukod sa kanyang blog na Leaves of Grace, aktibo rin siya nagsusulat bilang contributor at kolumnista sa iba't ibang print and online magazines. Isang mainit na pagbati ang hatid ng Arts to Arts sa 2019 Gawad Balagtas Awardee for Children's Literature in English na si Grace Dakanay Chong.
Magandang hapon, Grace.
Magandang
and
hapon.
Welcome to Art to Art.
Thank you. It's
First
my
time
pleasure.
po ninyo dito?
Yes,
sa
first
amin.
time. Yes.
Okay. And well, first of all, congratulations for joining the illustrious roster of writers who are Gawad Balagtas awardees.
Thank you very much.
Of course, marami na po kayong nakuhang parangal. But what does the Gawad Balagtas mean to you?
I was actually very surprised. Kasi yung UMPIL is a organization of excellent writers. And most of them write in Filipino. Unfortunately, I don't write in Filipino because I am an Ilocana. So I said, wow, pinaparangalan nila ang isang Ilocana who writes in English. So I told them the story of why I'm writing in English and not in Filipino. Because it was the medium of instruction when I was still young.
Yes.
Okay, and I read, there were no children's books in Filipino at that time. So everything was in English. Yes.
Okay.
So it was really very, very meaningful for me. It was very surprising. And I will forever be grateful for that award.
But you've also gotten a lot of awards as an advertising executive.
That's right, yes.
Okay, so ikwento niyo po sa amin kung paano unang napukaw ang inyong interes sa panitikan, sa pagsusulat, and of course, going also into advertising?
Well, my mother said in my baby's book, yung nabasa ko yun na at 5 years old, she started writing stories. I've always loved writing when I was young. Ako yung sumusulat ng mga speeches ng auntie ko, yung mga invocation sa mga events.
Kayo yung nagvo-volunteer.
Ako yung nagvo-volunteer. Ako yung sumusulat ng speeches and everything. So I've always wanted to write. But during my time, there was no school that offered creative writing. So I went into the next best thing, which was speech and drama. We wrote plays. Okay, that was the next best thing. And then when I started looking for a job, writing kasi at that time was not a job. Okay, you didn't earn too much.
Yeah.
So I went to advertising because there's a little bit of writing in advertising and a lot of creativity. So that's how I went into that. And I stayed there for a long, long time. And when I started to think of what next after advertising, naturally, yun na yun. Yung pagsusulat. So that's how I went in. It was really,
And particularly po, ang inyong pagsusulat ay para sa mga bata.
nagkataon lang yon because all the writings that I have in my baul are really stories, fiction. Kaya lang, nung malapit na akong umalis sa advertising, I read this Palangka Awards. May category na stories for children. And I was charmed by it. You know, it's about inculcating values in children. So I said, why don't I try that? And so I tried it for the first time in my life.
And you tried it. Wow, look at this body of work here.
Yeah.
I would, kung maghuhula ako, siguro may mga 30 books on this table at the moment.
At the moment, about, yeah.
And all of these are published
Yes.
works specifically for children.
No, I write in
not all
two
of them.
genres. One is for adults, inspirational books for adults, and one for children. So
Yes, I see. So your two genres, children's books and inspirational non-fiction books for adults.
that's right. Yeah.
So why did you decide to specialize in this?
We were conversing, Susan and I were conversing before the show. And I said, I came from advertising where you're so used to moving from one life stage to another. One day you're talking to labanderas. The next day, kinakausap mo mga bata. Next day, kinakausap mo mga tatay. So it is not difficult for me to move from one life stage to another. So itong books ko na to, although dalawang genres lang yan, they, from very young toddlers to very old, which is retirees. So they come in many different life stages.
Okay. And is there any particular way you get like inspiration for writing? So saan kayo kumukuha ng mga paksa para sa pagsusulat, para sa mga bata? Does being like a mother make it easier to write for children?
When I was a mother, I was very busy. Okay, so I never really had a chance to read any story to my children kahit isang araw lang. So sabi ko, nung nagsusulat na ako, siguro ngayon naman, yung mga ibang nanay na mas bata sa akin, marami na silang babasahin para sa kanilang mga anak. So that's probably one of the inspirations for me to write for children. Tapos yung talagang, it's a cop-out, pero anything inspires me. A lot of things move me. So I guess that helps.
So what is your creative process po? When you get an idea, do you write it down?
Immediately.
You write it down
I'm writing in my head. I have a small notebook. I write in my notebook. When I'm at home, I'm always writing. When I'm talking to you, probably I'm already writing about you.
Wow! Ay, abangan ko po yun.
Sige.
a lot of your books, umiikot siya sa isang 8-year-old boy named Mateo?
No, that's just one of the series. This
just
one, yeah.
One of the
One
How
of
many
it,
series
this
po
is
do you have?
this series is about 15 books.
Okay.
It's called O Mateo series. Umiikot doon kay Mateo. But I have a lot of one-offs na books. Isa lang, walang in the series. There is a new one. This is called the Happy Home series. It's about a family. And there are already 4 books. The 5th book will be launched at the International Book Fair.
Oh, wow. So, you have Mateo.
As
your
a series, yes.
So, can you tell us more about Mateo and the series?
How it came about? Okay.
How did it develop?
Yeah, when I started, it was because of Palanca. So I wrote for Palanca, and fortunately it won first prize. And I created this character named Mateo. My dad is Mateo. My brother is Mateo. His son is also Mateo.
Okay.
So, and it's a Filipino name. Kaya sabi ko, tamang-tama yon na Mateo yung pangalan. And
so how would you
it's-
describe
it's-
the main character? Is he more like your dad, your brother?
it's a combination of so many people. So it's a combination of so many people. So yun si Mateo, actually, ang lahat ng books ko is also based on real life. Pinagsasama-sama ko yung mga ano. You don't really have to reinvent the wheel, di ba? Ang daming nakikita talaga in real life that you can put together in a story. So that's why I entered it in Palanca. It's called The Boy Who Had 5 Lolas. Because my mother had 4 sisters. There were five women. And there, it revolved around that. And I was surprised that it won first prize. So I guess that affirmed, my desire to become a writer. Yun.
Okay. So do you have any series na may mga aral na mapupulot ang mga bata when they
okay.
or all of your books have a
Yes.
have a
A value.
a value.
Yes. I always say that if it doesn't have a value, then I won't write at all. Okay, it has to have a value in it. Because I'm not a writer for entertainment. Of course, it entertains, no?
Yes.
Pero gusto ko yung may value sana. Family value, Christian values.
I see. Christian values.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so any personal favorite?
No, I've been asked that. Sabi ko, ang favorite ko usually yung kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon.
Okay.
Then, iba na naman.
Sa bagay, siguro asking a writer for any favorites, personal favorites, is like asking a mother if you have any favorite
That's
children.
right. Oo, ganun yun.
Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama ang 2019 Gawad Balagtas awardee na si Grace Chong. Dito pa rin sa Art to Art, magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art to Art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto. Update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art to Art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa teatro, nagbabalik entablado ang The Condiman Party ni Floy Quintos at magkakaroon ito ng limited run sa PETA Theater Center mula May 24 hanggang June 2. Tinaguri ang isa sa mga napapanahong orihinal na dulang Pilipino, pinagsama nito ang ganda ng kundiman at kwentong tumatalakay sa mga kasalukuyang isyong politikal at panglipunan. Tampok sa mga pangunahing papel sina Charmaine Centenera Buencamino, Francis Bakil Ignacio, Stella Cañete Mendoza, Jenny Hamora at Missy Maramara, kasama sina Mia Canton, Ria Nepomuceno, Gabriel Pagirigan, Bu Gabunada at Noni Buencamino sa direksyon ni Dexter M. Santos. Ang PETA Theater Center ay matatagpuan sa number 5 Amar Drive, New Manila, Quezon City at para sa ticket, bumisita sa website tickettome.net. Sa sining biswal, inihahandog ng Tinaw Art Gallery ang exhibit na pinamagatang Ang Gaga, isang group exhibition kung saan tampok ang mga obra ni na Ambi Abanyo, Bea Alcala, Jeff Camay, Imelda Cahipe Endaya, Gab Ferrer, Julie Lush, Gino, Lee Pahe, Celeste Quilantang, Cathy Santa Ana at Jezel Wee kasama si Brenda V. Fajardo. Ang exhibit ay kamukha ng inspirasyon mula sa tarot card series ng visual artist at educator na si Brenda Fajardo, kung saan pinagsama-sama niya ang personal narrative at ang social-political landscape na may mga mystic symbols. Nagbukas noong May 11, patuloy na makikita ang exhibit hanggang June 1. Ang Tinaw Art Gallery ay matatagpuan sa Somerset Olympia Building, 7912 Makati Avenue, Makati City. Para sa karagdagang detalye, mag-email sa @info@tin-aw.com. Samantala, inihahandog ng Cultural Center of the Philippines ang regional launch ng CCP Encyclopedia of Philippine Art 2nd Edition, May 24, alas 5 ng hapon sa Iloilo Museum of Contemporary Art o ILOMOCA. Magbibigay ng introduction si CCP Vice President Artistic Director Chris Milyado na siya ring Project Director ng EPA. Magsasalita rin sina Dr. Nicanor G. Tiongson, EPA Editor-in-Chief, Dr. Ruth Pison, Associate Area Editor ng Dance Volume at Elmer Gatchalian, Creative Director. Ang ILOMOCA ay matatagpuan sa Casa de Emperador Festive Walk Parade, Mandurriao, Iloilo City, Iloilo.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art to Art.
Kasama pa rin natin ang multi-awarded children's book author and blogger na si Grace Chong. Blogger! So you are a
Yes.
blogger. You have a blog called Leaves of Grace.
That's right.
Since 2006?
2006.
Wow, and it says here that you've written over 1,000 entries.
3,500, I think.
1,350.
1,350.
350 entries
Yeah, so far.
since your blog started
That's
in
right, yeah.
2006. So why did you decide to bring your writing online?
I did not want to. I didn't know anything about online. I'm an old person, so I'm not used to computers. But my two children told me that, sabi nila, Mami, kung gusto mo ng maraming makabasa ng writing mo, sabi niya, kasi children's book or any book for that matter, siguro at the most, ang bestseller is 5,000. Pero kung mag-blog ka, maaaring umabot pa yun ng mga, in 1 year, 100,000. So sabi nila, sige na nga. So I tried it. And true enough, ang daming hits.
Okay.
Mas marami kayo sa sale ng book. So that encouraged me to keep going on. Plus, you don't need an editor, although I edit it a lot. Sulat ka lang ng sulat. Sige, okay lang. Ina-upload mo. Sa'yo naman yun eh.
So you write it and you just upload it? Right there and then?
Yeah, no. I am a very finicky writer. Ang tagal bago ko i-upload. Pero 10 yan halimbawa na sinusulat ko. I keep rewriting and rewriting. Kasi there's always a better word, there's always a better turn of phrase. So, yun, before I upload. Unlike the others na nagbablog daw sila diretso. Ako hindi, never, ever.
Okay. Well, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Yeah.
But Leaves of Grace, you can find it in... What's the web address?
Blog site. Blogspot.com.
Blogspot.com. Leaves of Grace.
Yes. One word. Yeah.
Blogs. Okay. So, aside from blogging, aside from children's books, you are an inspirational book writer.
Okay.
Yes. So, what would you say is the secret of a good inspirational book?
It should uplift. It should encourage. It should make people think that, hey, this is not such a bad life, It's, I can do better. And that's basically what it is. That, I can be happier, I can think better, I can, better myself. I don't have to stay in this rut. So I guess that's what I want to do, if I can.
Yeah. Well, I guess you want to write something na would be relevant
to people.
To everyone who reads it. No?
Yeah, to the particular market that the book is for.
Okay. And is there a big market for inspirational books?
Well, based on sales, we are not a reading country kasi eh. So, hindi ka yayaman talaga kung author ka. But it has to be something that you like to do. Not because of the money, but because of what it can do to people who read them. So it is not a money-making venture. It is something that you just love to do. Parang ganon.
Okay. So based on sales, with the advent, of course, of with the internet,
Yes.
is it really affecting our
Yes.
our book sales, our
Yes.
reading
Yes.
habits?
Yes.
Talagang bumaba siya. No?
Bumaba talaga. Bumaba talaga. So what we try to do is, one of my advocacies is to make children love to read. Sana, sa mga schools, encourage teachers to make them read instead of going to their gadgets. Kasi there's nothing like reading a printed page. I'm sure you agree.
Yes. Well, I agree because I'm of that generation. But my children, parang nasanay na sila
Yes.
na nakatingin lang sa computer screen. In
Tama.
fact, I only recently discovered the beauty and convenience of audiobooks. Na pinapakinggan ko lang siya
Habang nagda-drive.
habang bumabiyahe
Or
o
nagsasayaw.
Kaya, hindi naman sa habang nagsasayaw, pero habang nagaganchilyo.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
kumbaga multitasking.
Yes.
I don't know why, but just parang sitting down or curling up in your couch and just reading.
Iba yun no?
Iba yung experience.
Yes.
But at the same time, parang especially for the generation nowadays, parang kulang. Parang dapat mas may ginagawa ka pa. Whereas
Ganun nga
before,
sila. Oo.
before, talagang perfectly acceptable yung weekend, magbabasa ka na lang, nasa bahay ka lang. Ngayon talaga, lumalabas ka lagi. And I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm old-fashioned.
Me too. When my son was reviewing for the bar, nagre-review, meron siyang sulat, yung siya ng cellphone, nanonood ng TV.
Tapos may ka-chat, tapos ang daming window na nakabukas sa laptop. It's different.
I can't imagine myself doing that.
Okay. So when we go back to writing online, what do you have readers interactions? So meron po kayong comments, and then do you respond to the comments? Do you have
Not so much sa blog. I don't know why. Siguro nahirapan sila yung pag-comment dun sa blog. But I receive a lot of messages on Messenger that I read this book and my child grew up on your book, and I have a lot of those, which is, to me, more than money is the reward for writers.
Can you give us like an example of maybe a family or a mom who wrote to you or a child who wrote to you?
Yeah. Sabi niya dati daw yung anak niya pasaway. And then read, I think, the Mateo series. Ngayon daw, okay na, pwede mo na siyang utusan, pwede mo na siyang sabihan ng ganito, and et cetera. So, siguro si Mateo is a good role model for them. Yeah.
Oh, that must be so gratifying.
Oh yeah, very, very gratifying.
But aside from pagsusulat, malawak po ang inyong karanasan sa pagtuturo.
Well, yeah, nung nawala ako sa workplace, and I decided to write full time, sabi ko, parang naka-shorts na lang ako at naka-t-shirt. Siguro naman pagbihis naman ako once in a while. So I applied sa school na malapit sa bahay. It's an international school. And that's where I teach now. It's once or twice a week. I teach subjects like critical writing to college and some MBA subjects. Okay.
So, kolehiyo po?
Yes,
ang tinuturuan niyo?
yes.
Hindi mga bata?
Ay, hindi. Hindi.
Okay.
Kaya alam ko yung mga ugali ng mga millennials. Nakikinig sila pero meron silang ginaganon.
Okay. But aside from writing and teaching, do you have any other interests or hobbies?
Yes, reading of
Yeah.
course, and crossword puzzle.
Okay.
And once in a while I paint, although I'm not a very good painter. I just love to paint, yeah.
So pwede din kayong maging illustrator?
Ay,
ng
hindi
inyong
talaga,
libro?
hindi siguro. Hindi pa pwede.
So, over the years, have the interest of child readers changed? Nag-evolve po ba siya?
Ang maganda kasi ngayon is children's literature has blossomed in this country. Di ba ang dami-dami na nating children's books in Tagalog, and English, Taglish. Dati kasi talagang puro mga Snow White, mga ano na lang yan mga Nancy Drew and all that. So, maganda in that sense na pati the mass market, pwede na silang magbasa ng children's books. Ang problema lang talaga, kaya ako sinabing it's not a reading country, kasi mahal ang bumili ng libro. Hindi naman mahal to a middle class person, pero kung you know, kung budget mo para sa pagkain, para sa rental, at para sa ano, parang hindi mo na priority yung book. Yun
Tsaka
yung,
parang ang konti-konti ng ating mga silid-aklatan, ano? I mean,
wala tayong libraries.
We don't
Kokonti.
have that many libraries.
Yes.
Na,
Unlike abroad, ano, pwede kang pumunta, libre lahat yan. You can read any book you want.
yes, yes.
So wala tayong ganon. Yun ang,
Okay. And you said that kilala mo mga millennial.
Yes.
And what stories appeal to the millennials?
Oh, short stories. Okay.
Short
They like to listen to experiences na hindi nila naranasan. So, I wrote a book. It's called Present. It's for the millennials. Manipis lang talaga
Is it
yun.
here?
Yeah, it's somewhere here.
Somewhere there. Okay,
Yeah.
it's okay.
It says,
I'll believe you. It's somewhere there. In that big pile.
the secret to being here and now. Kasi they're never here. Okay, they're never here. Okay, di ba? They're somewhere.
Yes.
They're here, but they're not here.
They're always in their phones.
Yes.
Yeah, doing something.
So the title is Present, you know, the secret to being in the here and now. And yun na-enjoy nila kasi very, very short, is very thin book, very, very short chapters. And sabi na, yes, I finished the book. You did.
Big accomplishment na yun.
Yeah.
Okay. So, looking back po on your career, how did you manage to write full-time? I know you first...
In advertising.
You were in advertising, and then you decided to go full-time as a writer. And you also had a family. So how did you balance all of that?
It was very difficult for me to, when I was working, because advertising is a very stressful, it's a busy, busy career. So, like I always tell my friends, I think it's only by grace that my kids were able to grow up well and be good citizens of this country. It's not because of what I did, I guess. I guess someone up there helped me in nurturing these kids and becoming who they are today. Yun lang.
Did your children read your books? And
Well, matatanda na sila when I started writing.
Okay.
So, yeah, they read. What do you think? It's okay. What do you think that? Okay.
you said that ang paborito ninyo ay yung
Ginagawa ko
niyo
ngayon.
ngayon.
Yes.
So what are you writing about at the moment? Can you tell us about
It's a very, very sensitive issue. It's about killing.
Oh, okay.
Killing.
About murder?
Yes, about killing kids.
That's
La-
not a
yeah.
children's book.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
But that it was very difficult for me to write it. It took a year.
Okay.
Back and forth to the editors, you know, how do we, you know, without blaming anyone, without saying this or that, how can we tell the kids that killing is bad? Yun. So it's single-minded on
Is that a
killing
one-off
is.
book or is part of a series?
It's part of this series.
Part of the series.
This
of
one talks
Happy
about
Home.
bullying. This is children in conflict with the law. So this series is about serious issues. So and this one is about killing.
Wow, that's very serious issue. So all your books contain values.
Yes.
Right? What values are most important to impart to Filipino children today?
That's a very difficult question because there are a lot of values like honesty, speaking well, honoring your parents, your elders. respecting other people, saying thank you, praying before going to bed. You know, there's just too many things. So, marami masyado.
Lahat na lang.
Sana may GMRC pa sa mga schools para, you know, these kids will be taught how to behave.
Yes. Okay. And for all the budding writers out there who want to write even though they know na walang pera sa pagsusulat,
Okay,
ano po ang maipapayo ninyo?
Three things. Read, read, read.
Read.
Because these are twins. You cannot write unless you read. Okay. So,
Very well
writers are readers. Okay.
Where can we find your books po?
In any bookstore.
All the bookstores?
Yeah, all the bookstores.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Miss Grace Chong, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pagbisita ninyo dito sa amin sa
My
Art to
pleasure.
Art. And of course, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
In all your very worthwhile endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Maraming
It's my
salamat.
pleasure.
Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan ninyo kami ulit dito sa Art to Art kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino.